Hello everyone, and welcome back to Game of Thrones Kingsroad. And in the last episode, we made it to the Citadel, and we were on our way to getting a book related to Dragonglass and everything like that. And unfortunately, it got stolen by some people, and they had a giant on their side, which kind of seemed a lot like the mountain from the Game of Thrones show. And we managed to defeat him. So we are going to be going back into the Citadel and finishing off this quest. Now, just so you guys know, because of the length of some of these boss fights at this point, I will probably just be fully equipping our character. I have talked about that in the past, but basically, because of the way this game is kind of set up and everything, you pretty much have to deal with alternate characters and things like that. In order to actually progress all the way through the main quest as you probably would like to do. So basically this character is actually quite leveled up now because of me playing on the assassin class as well as the sellsword one. So now we are probably just going to be making full use of everything that I've unlocked to try to make sure that some of these fights don't get too crazy long or anything like that. I think that the giant one, that was like about 3 minutes or something like that, which isn't too bad, but we don't want it to get too out of hand and make everything not so good of a viewer experience. So we will just be kind of going through with everything that we can possibly throw at the rest of the main quest. So we're going to go ahead and make our way over to the Citadel and get back into it.
The thieves got away. I couldn't get to them in time.
Who knows what more would have been taken if it weren't for your interference. But who should happen to need poisons, rare metals, and reading materials on medicines, bodily functions, herbs, and ancient history?
Maesters and learned lords. What are you saying, Archmaester? Why would a maester need to steal from the library?
Perhaps not one with a chain. Even we have excommunicated men. Not unlike the Faith.
They had a writ of passage with the seal of House Florent, and some sort of walking corpse.
Necromancy is forbidden. Novices and maesters alike have been cast out for pursuing such interests. You recall Nymeria Sand? She departed for Brightwater Keep after your bold escapade. Theobald tells me she showed interest in some sort of herb that might influence men's minds. House Florent's Maester, Kolven, was the one who first alerted the Citadel of it. A drug to influence a mind, perhaps even a decaying one, could be a dangerous weapon.
Kolven? That was the name on the note I found. I'll head for Brightwater Keep. I can look into Kolven and track down the books.
As luck would have it, the Keep's castellan, Sir Colin Florent, has asked the Citadel for aid. Apparently his small folk have begun to act strangely. I will send a raven. You will arrive as an agent of the Citadel, and find Sir Colin's hold at your disposal while you investigate.
Right. Tell Sam I'm tracking down the book. If I'm not back soon, he should go north without me.
Tarly will be well attended to for this investigation. Farewell, and be careful.
Sam and I arrived in Old Town looking for a way to kill a White Walker. Sadly, the Citadel is no safer from thieves than anywhere else in the Seven Kingdoms. The book we'd hoped might hold answers was in our hands for no more than a few moments, and then it was taken from us by a group of masked men. Archmaester Castor suspects the Maester of Brightwater Keep, Kolven, to be involved in the raid. It's on me to find the truth.
You reckon that's the Northerner we're looking for?
How can you tell? Looks like any other hedge knight to me.
I'm the Northerner. Here to speak to the Castellan.
What? We didn't mean to. Come on in.
Lord Florent, the Citadel sent me to look into your troubles.
Sir. My brother holds the lordship. Welcome to Brightwater Keep. I'm grateful you came. I fear something odd is happening in my lands. I am told the small folk are wandering aimlessly, and crops long overdue for harvest are rotting in the fields.
Have you found the cause?
As you have no doubt deduced, Sir Colin has not left the keep in quite some time. I have been tending to his illness since Maester Kolven disappeared.
Colin, you should be resting. Who is this?
I was sent.
You needn't waste your energy on visitors. Didn't the Maester say to save your strength?
Save my strength? As long as I breathe, I'm still Castellan, damn it!
What ails you, Sir Florent?
It's nothing, just melancholy. The thought of Tyrell banners flying over my ancestral home.
Kolven created a medicine to help him cope. It's eased things somewhat.
The Citadel sent a new Maester here not long ago.
Ah, Kolven, yes. He requested a posting here. He was bright enough, and had a way with plants. I couldn't refuse him.
He's gone now. Left on one of his nightly walks and never returned. Likely couldn't handle the pressure of treating Colin's condition.
So this Maester isn't Kolven?
Carver, I came to learn about this remarkable new medicine. It really is quite something. When Maester Kolven disappeared, I took over his responsibilities.
What do you want to know?
What can you tell me about the affliction?
Not much, I'm afraid. I noticed when some of the farmsteads around the keep were late with their taxes. Then my maester tells me others seem to be working the fields, but won't answer a passerby, like they're under a spell of some sort.
Seems more like idleness to me. I've sent some men-at-arms to deal with them.
Do you have any leads on where to start?
I'm afraid not. Kolven would know more, but we have no idea where he left to. Still, I trust you will find a way.
Then, with your leave, I'd like to investigate.
Of course. My keep is at your disposal. Speak to the servants at your pleasure.
Locked. Someone must have a key.
Good day. How might I help you?
What do you know about Maester Kolven?
A gentleman with a good appetite, and the good sense to clean up after himself. He tended to the garden in the morning with Sir Florent, took care of letters and numbers after lunch, and researched by candlelight. Like all maesters, he lives for his work.
Have you seen anything strange of late?
Nothing unbecoming, if that's what you're asking. Servants and guards keep to their duties. House Florent is still declared for King Stannis. Farms continue to farm. Days like any other in the keep.
Do you have a key to the Maester's study?
I do, but I shouldn't like to betray the Maester's trust. Perhaps you should speak to the Lady of the Keep, Northman. You'll find her in the gardens.
Don't let me get in the way of your duties.
Of course. Much obliged.
Lady Florent, good day.
Good day. You've some nerve coming here, Northerner. After this morning's intrusion, I fear my husband may not eat for a week.
My apologies, my lady, but I've a job to do.
Then by all means do it. The sooner you leave, the sooner Colin can stop worrying.
Your husband seems troubled.
Yes. He was very shaken by the news. After his brother declared for Lord Stannis and the disaster at the Blackwater. Well, the Crown has seen it fit to cede our lands to the Tyrells. I urged my husband to take a stand. The thought of the Tyrells' army has him paralyzed with fear. It's all we can do to keep him from jumping over the balustrade.
What do you know about this affliction?
Nothing more than what Colin has already told you. A few farmsteads late with their taxes isn't uncommon. But to blame it all on a spell... I shouldn't be surprised if a firm hand were to lift this supposed spell overnight.
I want to speak about Kolven.
Finally, some sense. The Maester was acting curiously before his disappearance. He prepared my husband's medicine, but sometimes I wonder if it doesn't do him more harm than good. And he spent an awful lot of time away from the keep for a learned man only recently appointed.
Do you have the key to Kolven's study?
I do. Here. Do let me know what you find in there. Can't be too careful with a man who used to whisper in my sick husband's ear.
Quite a collection. Some of these can be used in poisons. Could be medicine or poison. I'm not drinking it to find out.
Maester Kolven's note. The dried trumpets are running out. You should find more before Colin's condition worsens. You heard that there may still be evergreen trumpets in the village near the vineyard, and you'll need another reliable way to secure the materials.
This water's off. There's an oily sheen on it. I'm looking for a Maester. Have you seen one?
Maester? Yeah, Maester. We harvest for the Maester. Harvest and kill for the Maester.
Just a scratch. No. It can't be.
Hold still.
Stay back! Get away from me!
Don't fight. You need this.
What have you done?
Easy now. Breathe. Slow and steady. You've been poisoned. Same as the farmers here.
Cure them too?
I've tried. It didn't work on them. The poison must be more refined.
What are you doing here?
Looking into the poison. Word of it reached my father's ears. Dorn cannot be left out. Now, what are you doing here? Did Theobald send you?
I'm looking for Kolven.
Kolven? Why him?
He used Evergreen Trumpet to influence Sir Colin's mind.
Kolven discovered the cure I just gave you. His research saved your life. If you need to speak to him, I can take you. After a small errand.
I've had enough of errands.
And yet here you are. We're heading to that vineyard. The Maester thinks the books he needs are in there.
A Maester's workstation. Strange thing to find on a farm. It's one of the books taken from the Citadel.
Not your book! You leave now!
They were in a daze. Something's wrong here. There's Evergreen Trumpet among the vines.
Yes, they're harvesting it. What else did you find?
A book from the Citadel. The thieves were here.
Well, there are notes in the margins. I doubt these farmers know how to write.
Over there! Strangers!
We need to leave, now. Kolven's camp's just up the stream. I'll meet you there.
To handle the mess, as usual.
Kolven, I found your book.
Ah, as I suspected.
And someone looking for you.
By request of Lady Florence, no doubt. It must be the rye. Agate! They...
What do you want with this?
What? I wouldn't...
Your men poisoned me.
No! I'm simply trying to find out how the poison got so concentrated. My notes are on its hint.
That's enough. You're scaring my client.
These books were stolen from the Citadel.
I have nothing to do with any theft or poison. Others took interest in my work, I swear it. Carver, Omer, Willimin, Argyle, all interested in Sir Colin's affliction. I shared my research with all of them.
Enough. I'll take your notes and whatever you can cook up as payment. Or the silver on your chain. Your choice. I have another thread to chase. You two are a liability. Stay here and try not to kill each other.
Tell me what you're doing here, Maester.
I've already told you I'm studying the poison. If I'm to formulate an antidote, I need to know how it works. I'd rather be at my station in the keep, but I don't believe I'm welcomed there anymore.
And what did you find out?
It's the ergot. It corrupts the evergreen trumpet somehow. I harvested some, but Lady Nymeria just took all of it.
Tell me where you got it.
A farm to the south. They all seem infested by it.
I'll know if you're lying.
I'm not! Go and see for yourself. Perhaps you'll believe me then.
Infested crop. Harvested and sacked. Best burn it all. The fire doesn't bother them. This is more than just poisoning. There's got to be a storage nearby. If it's here, it's at the other farms too. I can't take the chance. A ledger. Here. It's a jumble of words and numbers. Kolven might make sense of it.
And? Do you believe me now?
Aye. Someone else is behind this affliction. I need your help.
I see you've recovered your senses. What's this?
Found it at a farm nearby. What do you make of it?
Gods, this is bad. We are looking for a Maester. This is a cipher they teach at the Citadel.
Can you read it?
Yes, yes. Those monsters. They've corrupted my research! The plant I was studying has a calming effect on the mind. I had used it only to ease Sir Colin's melancholy. These swine used ergot to enhance its effects and implant suggestions in people's minds.
Aye. Someone else is behind this affliction.
Perhaps you could ask them? Wait, wait! Their minds are not their own! There must be a way to cure them. It's here in this ledger, somewhere.
See if you can treat this one. I'll report to Sir Florent. Lady Florent. Forgive me.
Yes? What news?
Where is Sir Colin, my lady?
The Scepter took him for a walk to strengthen his body. What do you need with him?
I thought Maesters were sworn to celibacy.
You forget yourself, Northerner. You are in my home. Mind your tongue! Now tell me, why are you here?
Someone's using Maester Kolven's research to turn the small folk into unwitting assassins.
Are you quite sure?
Aye. Maester Kolven's going through their notes as we speak.
On behalf of my husband, I thank you. Perhaps I should have been more welcoming from the start.
But who would do such a thing? Whoever it is, they must be stopped. Perhaps if I had a look at this poison, I could devise an antidote.
My thoughts exactly. We shall send a lance to apprehend whoever's responsible as soon as Colin returns. As for you, I will gladly report to the Citadel that you fully satisfied our request.
Apologies, my lady, but I cannot leave just yet. I must retrieve what I came here for.
Well then, of course, we would be grateful for any further assistance you could provide.
I do not wish to impose, my lady, but perhaps the traveler has overlooked crucial information that could help us put an end to this ailment. I'm sure you're aware that Maester Kolven's loyalties are questionable at best. I hear tell he visited Sunburst Vineyard before he disappeared. Perhaps he left something there you may have missed.
Fine. I'll start there.
Good, good. I trust you will get to the bottom of this swiftly.
This is the place. What did I miss? Evergreen trumpet. Best tell the townsfolk to get rid of it. This is Kolven's writing. Mentions the abundance of evergreen trumpet here. Not much else, though. Nothing strange so far. One of the farmers might have seen something. Well met. Seen anything strange here lately?
Not since those damn maesters got what was coming to them. Except I think I saw one of the bastards licking his wounds up there, at the windmill. They start any trouble again, and I swear...
No one here. If there was, there'll be traces. The grape juice, by the smell of it.
So predictable. It's a wonder you've survived this.
Should have known. I hope Kolven's had better luck.
Ho! Over here! You see? I told you I could make an antidote. All I needed was a bit of time. As soon as I read about the ergot, I figured there must lay the answer to reverse the effect. I used an extract made by grinding down the flour Lady Nymeria fed you, and after some trial and error...
You can speak?
Well, of course.
What happened to you?
Well, I don't rightly know, my lord. One day I was feeling fine. The next, something came over me. Felt like I was in a dream. The kind Maester here tells me I was under some kind of spell. Made me do things without knowing it.
Who did this to you?
I wish I could say, but I don't remember seeing nothing strange as such. The Maester says the spell might have been on our food or drink. No way to know such things.
Where do you come from?
3 Hills, up north. Gods know how I ended up here. Will you take me back there, my lord?
Stay with the Maester for now. Take care of this man, and follow me north when you can.
As you wish. I'll prepare more of the antidote.
The farmers won't attack unprovoked, but the Maester's men are another matter. It details the ingredients for an antidote. Should have found this earlier. Notes on the ratios for the poison. More than one Maester's handwriting. There's enough poison here to infect the whole region.
Grand enterprise, isn't it? You Northerners are as stubborn as a mule, and twice as dense.
Between a mule and a snake, my coin's on the mule. Why are you here? I thought you got what you needed.
Preservation. The methods are wrong, but the poison works. A few drops and a man is as loyal as a dog. I'll take those notes. Dorn could use a little loyalty.
As could I. Where have you been? I could have used a hand.
I've always had a knack for timing, and, well, never interrupt a fool who's doing all the work.
These notes are going back to Kolven. You can come with me, or you can find fresh copies. Fight me, and this is the last you see of them.
Fine. We'll do this your way. But remember, the North lost from a knife in the back.
And Dorn lost a rebellion from the front. Maester, I have their research.
Ah, excellent! And I have another breakthrough.
You believe this is worth saving?
Well, nothing was working on Sir Colin, not before the trumpet. Like any other medicine, it's small doses administered by a trained maester.
Of course it's worth saving. Why are we discussing this?
We kill whoever's behind this, then decide on the herb.
How gallant. I assume you have the rest of summer to root them out?
No need. That's what I found. In the cipher, a small manor in the foothills, between the Sunset Sea and Brightwater Keep. I've heard the locals talk about it. They seem to agree it's haunted.
Then that's where we're going. You can have your notes after you help us.
But of course, a fair price for fair work, bastard.
We'll meet you there. Do investigate the villages along the way. I fear the whole countryside's infected.
Poisoned the water. Can't let this spread.
Me lord, please help over here. It's me brother. He's taken ill.
You hero types just can't help yourselves, can you? You've had plenty of chances to turn back. Now you'll just be another body.
Can't risk the front gate. Best circle around.
The front gate is locked. We can get in through here.
But what if we're walking into a trap? Besides, I see no way into the building.
I'll go. You two wait here. Locked. No surprise. Should be another way in.
Oi! You're not one of ours. How did you get in here?
What were you guarding? There's the key. Let's see if it fits.
Wait outside, Maester. We won't be long.
No. You're guarding the entrance.
Do you Northerners suspect a snake under every rock? As you wish. I'll stop any reinforcements here.
Kolven, you'll follow me inside. And stay quiet.
But...
You're safest between us. And if there's too many of them, you can lead Nymeria to me.
This is madness. I'm more suited to scrolls and potions than creeping about. There must be another entrance nearby. Oh, it stinks of death down here. Watch your step. I should have stayed in my study where it's safe.
The Maester warned us about you. You're not welcome here.
So you found your way here after all. You Northerners have a tedious habit of not knowing when to give up.
Carver, the books you stole from the Citadel. Hand them over.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. My work is not yet complete. But not to worry. You will play your part. Let us see just how you got here. Such tenacity. It will be interesting to observe its limits. Defeating men is a simple task. Defeating death, a far greater feat.
I told you to stay outside.
Thought you needed assistance. Glad to be right.
Carver, I gave you my notes and you turned Lady Sylvie against me.
Your Lady Sylvie is no innocent, you fool. Who do you think gave me this manor and kept the Florent troops off my trail?
Sir Colin would have said something.
Sir Colin is weak, incapacitated by grief. You created his little medicine to soothe his mind, but you never even considered what more it could do. Just how they trained you at the Citadel.
What are you talking about?
Ask the lady yourself. She was happy to do anything I asked, once I promised to build her an army to ward off the Tyrells. Sending you to that vineyard was her idea. Your investigation was supposed to end there. So before you kill me, you useless pawn, think of who you serve by doing it.
Sir Colin will be crushed.
All of this work, we can't just leave it. Better we control it than someone else.
It should be in the hands of the Citadel, not any one house.
I won't leave it with Dorne's enemies.
This poison should go to the Citadel.
You can't be serious. You're playing right into their hands. I should have let you die in that field. You're making a grave mistake.
I'll see you at Brightwater Keep, Maester.
What is the meaning of this? I will not have you terrorize my Maester.
This man has been terrorizing your subjects, Sir Florent. He's been experimenting with their minds, forcing them to fight against their will.
Don't be ridiculous. There's no such thing. My love, this fool's speaking utter madness.
Your wife. She's working with him. They're creating an army to defend against the Tyrells.
Sylvie, is this true?
Of course not. Lies, all of it. And not a shred of evidence.
You vapid shrew. You think I'll go quietly and hang for this alone? What? For love? You were nothing but a means to an end. And now that end has come. For both of us.
I didn't know what he was doing. Husband, I swear it.
How could you not know? I've seen you together from the window, Sylvie. Have I no eyes?
Colin, I did it for you. For us. To protect our home. Please, Colin. I love you.
You betrayed your lord and put our people at risk. You leave me no choice.
No. No, Colin.
What have I done?
I would say it's a pleasure to see you, if not for your habit of finding trouble wherever you walk. What news?
A poison that warps the mind. A maester named Carver used it to turn farmers into unwitting soldiers.
Must we now reckon with delirious testimonies, Castos? Demon's Dance and Basilisk Blood have no recorded capacity to bury commands.
I know what I saw. Kolven said the key ingredients are evergreen trumpet and ergot-infested grains.
Hallucinations would be harder to refute with ergot. I believe more research is in order. We must act in good faith.
And the stolen texts?
I recovered what I could, including the book I was after.
Fresh copies will be penned at once and sent to the wall for safekeeping. You are welcome to stay in the meantime.
Thank you, Archmaesters, but there's a wildling army bearing down on the war. Samwell will take the books. I'll travel to Highgarden and speak to Lady Olenna about her support.
Well, then you should be pleased to know that Lady Olenna is hosting a feast soon. It is customary to send one of the Conclave to attend, but the Citadel will send you in their stead. We found a letter on one of the thieves you killed. There is to be an assassination at the feast. They plan to sneak the poison in on one of the convoys carrying supplies.
That's as good a way in as any. I'll get to the bottom of this.
I'll prepare the Raven. Go with the Citadel's thanks and blessings.
So that's where we're going to call it for this episode, and it is kind of interesting. They insist on bringing back the Sand Snake girl, and that's a little interesting because, of course, that is another one of the more hated aspects of the Game of Thrones show. And they are also doing something a little bit lore-breaking here with the whole poison thing. It looks like that is hopefully completed now. I don't know what to think about it. I think it was a good, a good little plot and everything. But hopefully, it doesn't get too overdone. And hopefully things get a little more grounded, perhaps, in the next part, because that did seem a little, it's a poison that affects the mind and everything, but it also felt a little maybe magical in nature without being explicitly magical. So either way, we're going to see how it goes, but that's going to be it for this episode. So as always, I thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.